This is the Rowdy Ryder Show. Feel that heat, feel that fire. We're just getting started.
What's up, world? It's me, Rowdy Ryder from Rowdy Ryder Reviews on YouTube. And you know why I'm here? Because we're about to do part 12 of the Rowdy Ryder Show.
Can you believe that we are already to part 12 of the Rowdy Ryder Show? And let me tell you, what a joy this has been for both Ryder and myself. If you don't know what the Rowdy Ryder Show is, it is where independent wrestling circuit and cameos ask Ryder and myself 3 random questions and we answer them. So, let's go ahead and hop on into this.
Yeah.
Question number 1. Thoughts on Pat McAfee attacking Cody? And are you enjoying this build-up to WrestleMania?
So I think it's pretty lame that Pat McAfee was the mystery attacker, but still just, it hasn't even been a week yet.
Yeah, there's still a lot that can go into this. And I know we're getting down to crunch time. It's almost WrestleMania. I agree with you. Pat McAfee being the guy, you know, I think a lot of us were expecting Randy's dad, Bob Orton, to be the mystery attacker, but we get Pat McAfee. But I do want to bring up something that's quite ironic. So Pat McAfee came back on Friday, this past Friday. Ryder, what did you ask me the day before, on Thursday, about Pat McAfee?
Literally the night before Friday Night SmackDown, and Pat McAfee came back, I asked Dad, what happened to Pat McAfee? Because apparently he's not coming back.
I looked at Ryder and I said, I don't know, son. He said that that the wrestling business is in a good spot right now and they don't need him. And then 24 hours later,
He shows up.
he shows up. You know, if you've been following wrestling for any length of time, that's always a sign in most cases. Literally think of how many times something like this has happened. It was right here in front of our eyes the whole time. No one paid it any attention because it was Pat McAfee. No one really thought, though, that Pat McAfee was going to be the mystery attacker. Now, where are they going with this? How's all this going to tie in? Don't know. I'm a Ryder. Still very fresh. Today's Wednesday. We are 5 days into this. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a fair shot before we just, barf all over. Yeah, and it's easy to get like that. But in the same sense, we got to give these guys time to do their thing. They know that it's WrestleMania. They know that it's the biggest show of the year. So let's give them a little bit of time and then go from there. Now, part 2 of this, are you enjoying the build-up to WrestleMania? So let me put this in a way that you might understand, that might help you answer this question a little bit better. Does it feel like WrestleMania season to you? Does it feel like WrestleMania is literally 9 days away?
Yeah, kind of.
I think the thing that is making you feel like this, and myself as well, it just does not seem like WrestleMania season, is because 2 years ago is the last time that I feel that it felt like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We had this big marquee match, Roman Reigns, the unstoppable Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and everyone was rooting for Cody. Cody literally had the WWE Universe on his shoulders. And I don't think that there was a very large crowd that was pulling for Roman Reigns during that. And it's like, of course, WWE wants to capture that again. And, it seems like it always happens at these big anniversary shows. 10, 20, 30, 40. And, it just seems like everything in between, even though there are some good cards, doesn't quite just live up to those special anniversary shows. So, it's, there's definitely some things that do feel like WrestleMania, like Brock and Oba, for instance.
Yeah,
they are doing
that ladder match.
Yeah, that ladder match. And they just added Rey Mysterio to that on Monday. And how exciting. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
It just seems like maybe there's a little bit of cramming in real quick, like you're studying last minute for an exam.
Yeah, literally I'm pretty sure it was either like Raw or SmackDown, they said, they just said, here's all these matches.
And
it's just throwing them at your face.
And I don't know, plans change in pro wrestling all the time. You'll be told this for 2 months, and then all of a sudden something happens. Oh, bit my tongue. Something happens, and then plans change. And look at Gunther versus Seth. That was supposed to be Gunther versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
But Rey Mysterio's injured. But now Rey Mysterio's in the ladder match.
Yeah, that's what I was a little bit confused on.
But again, I'm not in WWE. I don't know all the ins and the outs. We just try our best to whatever they put on that TV screen for us to watch. We try to enjoy it, because what an awesome thing that we have to get away from the real world crap that goes on. So let me ask you, watching at home, who did you think that the mystery attacker was going to be? Let us know down here in the comments.
Question number 2. Did you enjoy seeing the ref not being able to count because Danhausen cursed the ref? I thought that was really entertaining to watch.
I would say unexpected, as the 3 count was getting ready to go down.
1, 2, oh my god.
I told Ryder, I said, no way, thinking that there was about to be a title change again on SmackDown. Well, which, wouldn't have been a big deal that we get title changes on SmackDown, but The Miz and Damian Priest literally just won those titles. I was like, no, definitely wanted to see those guys have a proper run with the titles. And then the ref just holding his arm, it was so unexpected and so well done. I love it. I love comedy wrestling. Comedy wrestling, I'm one of the few. It entertains me very much. And getting to finally see R-Truth and Danhausen interact.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And Danhausen getting tagged in by R-Truth.
Yeah.
How good was that?
That was really good. I feel like it would just be like perfect if they had like a little backstage segment where with Danhausen and R-Truth, they just had a little backstage segment. I feel like that would just be perfect.
I think they're building up to something, because you noticed that when Danhausen, in his taking over WWE headquarters short that WWE just put up, he would not say his name. He said, oh, this guy. So I think that they're building to something big between R-Truth and Danhausen. We'll see. With everything so far, Danhausen, we have very, very, very much enjoyed it. Third and final question. Were you happy to see Uncle Howdy get their lamp back? Talking about the Wyatt Six.
I feel I'm not too much interested in this whole... I'm not too much interested in this Wyatt 6 and the Bloodline 6.7 or whatever it's called storyline.
I gotta agree with you. It's something somewhere along the way. It seems like both parties have just lost their steam now. The Wyatt Six, I think what they were originally doing, the way that they were being presented, and the way that it was, just, I don't know, it had a sort of mystique about it. But Ryder, what did you've said this ever since they took their mask off. What did you say about the Wyatt Six after they unmasked?
It hasn't just been feeling as creepy as it was before. Like, even all the jump scares.
Yeah.
Like at the end of their little segment thing. Just, cool. Spooked me.
And I think a part of the fun for masked characters is that you don't really know who's behind the mask. Kane. I loved Kane growing up. I didn't know who he was. And being that I didn't know who he was, it kind of made the storyline feel a little bit more immersive. And yeah, I know that you can go online, you can go read, well, this guy's Eric Rowan, and this guy's Joey Gacy, and this is Dexter Loomis. But still, what if it's not? What if it's some other guy under the mask or some other girl that we think we got it figured out? And if you've been keeping up with the Rowdy Ryder show here, you know that I love unexpected surprises.
After they won the belts, it just seems like it's not... I mean, even before that, whenever they started wrestling, that just... It wasn't entertaining.
It wasn't the same anymore.
Yeah, like with all the backstage stuff with,
Bo?
Chad Gable and, like...
Oh my
all those people
gosh.
spread out and, like, all that
And
stuff on the floor.
yeah, you go to that to chasing around Solo Sikoa for the lamp. It's like, what? And that's not a knock at Solo, because every one of those guys in Bloodline 2.0, they are amazing wrestlers. And definitely my favorite one out of Bloodline 2.0, Solo. He is hilarious, and the guy can be serious, he can be funny, and you know, most of all, he can wrestle. And not to take anything away from anyone else on the team, I'm not too much on Tongaloa, Tama Tonga, and the really tall dude.
Tama...
I don't know.
It's like Tama something.
Something.
I only know that from 2K. I don't know.
But JC Mattea, aka Jeff Cobb, I used to watch him in Lucha Underground. I love that guy. I hope that they end up doing something cool with him. That guy has all the tools that he needs to become a huge star. Again, not knocking any of these competitors, because you know they're in WWE and I'm not, so they obviously know something that I don't. And yeah, it's just not been a really it's not been something that we really paid that close of attention to.
Independent Wrestling Circuit, thank you so much for allowing us to do this and inviting us back on another installment of the Rowdy Ryder Show, Part 12.